24-17 had their three-game winning streak snapped. Let's talk about that. Hey, Jeremy, I know we talked about the All-Star returns and that kind of thing. So let's update those, and let's talk about how many Denver Nuggets you think might be able to make it. This is the way the fans see it, and it's not a whole lot different than it was a week ago. The biggest difference is that Paul George moved into the 3 spot. Kevin Durant is now number 4, so it's LeBron and Doncic and Paul George. This is, again, according to the fans, and they account for 50%.
James Harden should have the most votes in the Western Conference, other than LeBron, in my personal opinion.
So how many Nuggets, again, to your question, how many Nuggets you think make the All-Star team?
Well, I think if they're probably going to have the best record in the NBA at the All-Star break, in my opinion. I think that. So I would give them 2. I mean, Joker obviously is going to make it, but I think Jamal Murray has been the second best player on the best team in the Western Conference record-wise, second best record in the NBA. I think.
What if they don't have the best record?
Well, then I think you take 1.
Joker is definitely an All-Star. I don't see anybody else. Sorry.
I'm saying, but if they have the best record in the NBA at the All-Star break, I think you have to take 2 guys.
I would vote for 2. I would vote for Murray and Joker, even if they have the second best record. I think because they played the best basketball for the Western Conference, I think, for the longest period of time. But I also, you would add to that, if Luka Doncic makes the All-Star team,
Do you think Luka Doncic is an All-Star?
He will take away
Ernie,
a spot of a perennial All-Star, someone who we expect to be there every year.
I'm going to go out on a limb here.
Hope that's a strong limb.
He should make it, though, Doncic.
I'm looking at the list, Ernie. I'm looking at all the teams. I think Doncic will make the All-Star team.
He should.
Not just by the fans either. I think if you look at the entire list.
Well, Chuck.
No, he's not. I mean,
right now, they have the second worst record.
He's playing great, though.
In the NBA,
but I'm saying,
the West.
You're taking.
So you're taking him over. So, obviously Anthony Davis is a 20th.
Anthony Davis is in.
Right.
Let's talk about just the guards.
We're talking about guys who are in
Doncic is front court.
Minnesota. Memphis, Minnesota.
Yes.
Sacramento, Utah.
Yes.
And San Antonio. So you're saying that the Spurs.
No, Doncic has played better than
Marcus Aldridge and
DeMar.
But okay, Doncic front court. Okay, he's on the ballot as a front court guy because he's on there with LeBron right now and Paul George.
I actually think that helps him.
Yeah. Okay.
That helps him.
Oh, yeah, without question.
That helps him.
That helps him. But I think overall that it's difficult.
Paul George is a lock. Kevin Durant and Anthony Davis.
Yeah. Meantime, in the East, the Milwaukee Bucks have the best record in the NBA. Who are the 2 Bucks All-Stars?
There's not 2.
Well, they got the best record in the NBA. There got to be 2. You just said it about Denver.
Just said it. Thank you, Ernie, for clarifying that.
But I'm saying, no, hold on for a second, Ernie. It's not a fluid. It's a fluid situation. Listen, Murray has played great all season. There's nobody on Milwaukee other than.
Yeah, but here's what you said. If Denver has the best record in the West, you get 2. If they don't, they get 1.
And I'm saying, listen.
I get what he's saying, though.
I'm saying.
I get what he's saying. He's saying because he feels Murray has played All-Star light.
No, he hasn't. He's played
Is that what you
good,
mean?
not
Listen,
All-Star.
with all the injuries that the Nuggets had, Murray should get the All-Star team. If they got, first of all, if they got the first or second best record in the Western Conference, I think Murray deserves it.
Sure.
Now, and I'm not, listen, that's no disrespect. I love Chris Middleton. He's the only person in the conversation. But he has not played as a second All-Star. And I love Middleton now. But listen, I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think that because of the Pistons, Magic, Wizards, and Hawks and Bulls, there's no one that you would fight for on a daily basis, maybe with the exception of Blake Griffin.
What?
Maybe. I'm just.
What?
Anyone else you on them teams you would fight? Oh, no, you know what? My guy in Orlando.
Who?
Vucevic.
Vucevic. You'd fight for him.
So you're saying you're not going to take any All-Stars from Detroit on down?
No, I'm
no
not.
Andre Drummond, leading rebounder in the league.
If
no
I
Blake,
take one,
no Blake Griffin.
He said,
averaging career highs.
Listen, if I were to take one, and let me tell you something, I watched him play against the Lakers last night.
It wasn't pretty, I know.
And they played like dogs. I'm not rewarding dogs. And I love Drummond, but I'm not rewarding, you didn't say Drummond.
No Bradley Beal?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's where I think Chris Middleton
got a chance.
Because he's like, what do you mean? These guys don't play as hard as I do.
Yeah.
My numbers are close to them.
See, that's why
I'm on the best team.
That's why I think Middleton got a chance.
That's why he's got it.
I'm not taking guys, if your team stinks, I'm not taking, like the Detroit Pistons are an awful basketball team. I watched the whole game last night against the Lakers, and they just, like, that's embarrassing. Thinking about Isaiah Thomas, Joe DeMars, Sal and those guys, Mahorn and those guys, what these Pistons are right now is ridiculous. It's a joke.
Just saying as we go to break, so how many Sixers you got?
Joel Embiid.
Is your only Sixer All-Star?
no.
Are you going to have enough players in the East? If you're only taking Joel Embiid,
I'm taking Joel Embiid.
You're taking Jimmy Butler?
I'm taking Ben Simmons right now.
Yes.
And if they move up, Ben Butler moves in. But if they stay at 4, I got those two without question.
What are you talking about?
They're two of the best players in the Eastern Conference for sure. Oh, there's that limb. Jumped out.
There's Chuck going out on a limb. I'm washing my hands of this skit right here, right now. I'm telling you.
I love you, Wendy Wayne.
Gerald, Jesus.
I need to tell you.
Oh.
Everybody duck.
Oh, that was a Wayne Wade. I just thought that was a picture of Jesus. I didn't realize.
24 minutes in the books down at the AAA in Miami, and it's been all heat over the Celtics in the first half. 61-43 is the Miami lead as they attempt to snap the Celtics' 4-game winning streak. The Celtics coming in as the only team unbeaten in the new year at 4-0. But man, they are having it handed to them here in the first half. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, American Express halftime report. You know, Chuck, we started this night talking about the Celtics and in fact, I asked you, have they got it figured out now that they've gone 15-5 over the last 20 games? And you said no.
A resounding no, because I don't know what type of team they are. I really don't. I don't think they know who their go-to guys are.
Kyrie, big first half, 17 points.
And they're down 20.
Yeah.
That's not good. I think that if the Celtics are going to win the Eastern Conference, I think they got to make a trade. I just think they got too much offensive talent. I don't think they got players who you can't say, because Ernie, you have to have garbage. Garbage not the right word. You have to have role players. I think
guys who do the dirty work.
They don't have Marcus Smart is like that. That's pretty much it.
Al Horford.
Al Horford's not like that. Al Horford's a guy who wants to get points and rebounds.
Rebounds is part of dirty work, isn't it?
That's fair. But I'm saying I don't think they have enough dirty work guys, and they're not going to win the way they currently constructed. I said before the season, it looks really good on paper, but they need some dirty work players. And I think honestly, no disrespect, they got a lot of talent, a lot of really good players, but only one guy on that team does dirty work. Smart and maybe Al Horford.
Number 2 in defensive rating are the Boston Celtics, but they give up 61 in the first half. Shaq, what'd you see?
I'd rather have a whole bunch of offensive players and guys that play adequate to good defense. Right now, they're not really playing good defense. They're giving up too many points in the paint.
Ooh, my
right here, the shot goes up. You got 4 Celtics right there.
We got to get that rebound then.
Nope, Chuck's favorite player, Whiteside, is going to get the rebound and put it back. Right here, basic pick and roll, not paying attention. Hayward cuts right.
Oh, we got 4 in the paint.
Easy bucket right there in the paint. So, you know, we're talking about offense and who's going to get the shots, who's going to do this, who's going to do that. We need these guys to play defense.
But that's my point, Shaq.
These guys don't play defense, they don't have a shot.
See, Shaq, but that actually helps my argument. When they got all these good players and they all want to score. And that's not a negative, but they're not making that transition where they're like, okay, I'm not going to score tonight.
They got to make a stop.
They got to get stopped. But they don't have guys like, they have guys who terrific, like Jaylen Brown could be an all-star. Jason Tatum can be an all-star. Kyrie's been an all-star. Gordon Hayward's been an all-star. Al Horford's been an all-star. But you don't look at any of those guys and say, well, they're a defensive stopper, and they content doing that.
Yeah, I would agree that when you said what type of team they are, what type of team they should be is a ball movement team. The ball should be pinging around kind of what Golden State does, even though they have a lot of guys who score. But to me, I would give liberty to Kyrie to have more than 4 dribbles. That would how I would do it. But the second part about it is, on the defensive end, they are great defensively on the perimeter. They can stay in front of you. But what is missing from that team defensively is a defensive intimidator blocking
Smart's
shots.
the only one. Oh,
There's no, like Lakers, JaVale McGee. There's no one back there that really makes you alter your shot once you do get into the paint. That will separate them if they got a Looney or someone like that that just changes the trajectory of your shot and makes you think about another pass.
There's not, like, on all teams, like I had a Mark West.
Would make you think about changing your
But
shot.
was it who could go the whole game and not get a shot?
But it affects the game.
And going to affect the game, but not complain and not pout.
Yeah.
You have to have guys like that. You look at like the Warriors. Like Draymond is a great defender, and he's content to play great defense and rebound the ball. Last year they had David West, they had JaVale McGee, Jaja Batuia, all those guys, because those 3 guys gonna get all the shots. And with the Celtics, those guys, I told you coming into the season, Tatum and Brown wasn't going to say, hey, Kyrie and Gordon, y'all take all the shots, because they think they're better players than that.
Still the second half to go.
Yeah, the American Express teammates from the first half, they come from the Miami side, obviously, when you outscore a team 61-43. Josh Richardson with 10, Dwayne Wade with 7 on 3 of 5 shooting. To the point that Shaq was making points in the paint, 28-12 Miami with the advantage over the Celtics in the first
rim protectors.
24 minutes. Back with more on the American Express halftime
defense.
report in just a second.
Welcome to the American Express halftime report. American Express, the official card of the NBA.
Halftime report, Studio J in Atlanta. Chuck, you wanted the floor?
Yeah, man, I just wanted, I was in Kissimmee, Florida over the weekend. One of my teammates passed away, Frank Ford.
Oh, really?
And I just wanted to wish his mom and his kids the best, and his sister. And it was a long day for the Auburn family. And also another one of my teammates, Ben Coleman, passed away.
Wow.
I got that news a couple of days ago. And also there's a guy who's a friend of mine from Arizona. He played for the Cardinals for like 10 years, and Kwame Lassiter, who passed away. So I just wanted those 3 families to know that I was really thinking about them and wish them the best.
Yeah, wish him the best. For sure.
All right, Chuckster. We'll be back. Third quarter coming up.